Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. And today we will talk about an important topic because it will be essential for Tesla to succeed in this area. And if they really do, it could 10x the Tesla stock easily. So let's dive into today's topic, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out to grow. And we will start right away. So when it comes to batteries, and that is the main topic here today, it is not only about battery production, it is also about the battery resources, because it's all about the resources and who controls the resources in building, at the end of the day, the batteries. And when it comes to that, Tesla is already on its way to again lead everything in the industry. But we will dive into some facts to get an impression what it really means with whom Tesla has to do and who is controlling at the moment the really rare resources that are used for Tesla batteries and batteries in general. So first of all, just as a number here in this video, China controls at the moment 60% of the entire lithium production. So we look into the biggest lithium mining companies, and at first place we do have the Jiangxi Ganfeng, 24 billion market cap, 750 million in revenue in the first spot. And if we go further down in the third spot, we do have another Chinese company called Tianqi Lithium Company with a market cap of $11 billion and again with $750 million in revenue. And if we go further down the list, you will find other lithium mining companies in the 6th and I think 10th position. So if we take this as an impression, we do already see that China is concentrating on controlling rare resources, any kind of resources needed to produce batteries. Going further, who is a leading country in the nickel industry? Then we talk about Indonesia. Tesla has mentioned before they want to invest into Indonesia, and one of the reasons is because 50% of the entire production and resources when it comes to nickel are located in Indonesia. And so we do see here why Tesla is already working on controlling the entire supply chain and investing into countries where they can find the resources to build the batteries they need. And always don't forget the Tesla semi video that I have done mentioned this issue that Elon Musk said we could have already produced Tesla semis in the masses if we would have enough batteries. This was the same issue at some point for the Model 3, and it will be some issues in the future as well. But at the moment, it was also an issue because Tesla couldn't ramp up the battery production. In the future, till 2030, we could find issues with a supply shock when it comes to the resources in producing batteries. So it's not only about ramping up battery production, but it is also about the resources needed to build batteries. And that's where we see many countries already fighting for the control when it comes to the supply chain. Further going into another resource needed to build batteries, we will look into cobalt. Just as a number here, 51% of the entire cobalt in the world is in Congo. So we do know that Africa has a lot of rare resources, and we also know that in Congo, China is heavily invested in controlling the need for resources like cobalt. So taking this into consideration, you do see there are many reasons why some countries are afraid that China is controlling many of the rare resources needed to build batteries. And with that, there's a frightening truth that you could think that China in the future could push in prioritizing Chinese companies to get these resources to be leading companies in the area of EVs. Looking into the decision that Tesla has decided to go to China, it makes, based on these perspectives and these facts, it makes a lot of sense for Tesla to go there. First of all, we have the biggest EV market in the world. And furthermore, we do see that a lot of manufacturers, a lot of mining companies, as mentioned, are located in China. So Tesla always try to be near the factories that, or the mining companies, to have a really short supply chain, and they do that to be the leading company in this entire in this entire EV industry. What I do think will be an issue in the next few years will be all these car companies like VW, GM, etc., moving into electric cars. So some of them have mentioned they will produce batteries by themselves, so they will need resources as well. Furthermore, Tesla is already producing mass production wise its own batteries, and is starting already to implement strategies to go even further down the supply chain and trying to mine itself, which they mentioned on Battery Day that they are trying to do that on some land in Nevada. But they are also there were some rumors in buying mining companies. So considering a $12 billion market cap for some of the biggest lithium mining companies in the world, that would be easily possible to take over such a company, even though, of course, I don't think that Chinese government will allow Tesla to buy a Chinese mining company. But again, you see there is a lot of discussions, a lot of rumors out there on how to control the supply chain. And if you control the supply chain for all the resources needed to build batteries, then you will succeed. And this would bring Tesla to an even more valuable company as it is already, because if you control this entire supply chain, which Tesla has began to do since the beginning of Tesla, they have really concentrated on have the entire control over the supply chain. It will go down to the mining companies and the rare metals and resources needed to build batteries. Other strategies that Tesla is already working on is reducing the cost of lithium in the batteries by taking recycling methods, by taking all resources in the United States of batteries may be recycled, etc. We know that Tesla is trying to reduce the cost of their batteries and the lithium area by 30%. So reducing the cost of lithium by 30% could make a game-changing situation when producing batteries. Investing into Indonesia, I think it is just a question of time that there will be an official announcement, and we might see some further investments in the future to control the entire supply chain. And Elon Musk has mentioned before that we could see maybe Tesla buying a mining company, in which area whatsoever, it doesn't matter, but having a mining company could control the entire supply chain. So the shortage of these resources will be the key in the next decade, and I think that if Tesla could succeed here, they will be even further ahead of the entire competition. If you did enjoy my video, do consider subscribing, and